This is a city that's hosted more Super Bowls than almost anybody else. And, oh yeah, Brock, they've won a couple of their own along the way, too. We're in the home of the Buccaneers, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. Glad to have you all with us for another dose of NFL action. Kate Scott and Brock Heward here in the booth for you. And, Brock, if the build-up to kickoff has been any indication this week, man, we're in store for a good one.
Yeah, we never have an NFL game without the two sides doing a little jawing in the days leading up to it. It's the game before the game. Any edge that you could create, but now, well, now it's the time to kick it off, where you actually take care of business on the field, and you know that both sides are ready to go.
And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Another run for Henry. And this one doesn't work any better. Defense there to drop him at the line again.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. But you want to be an all-pro? You stick someone like that.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? It's a design boot. Buying some time left. Almost an opening drive interception, but that winds up on the ground. Incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
They're going for this. And they got home. Sacked him on 4th down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
Brissett going to throw here. First play. And his first pass falls incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
And that's caught. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. They'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They're out and set. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And he found some running room for a nice gain. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Running once more with Henry. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, a run for Henry. This is ahead for about 5. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Henry. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. And in, touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. His return starts at the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Field flipping return as he brought it down on the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
They pick up 20 yards there, and that's a Vegas first down. Shotgun now for Brissett. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. Trying again following the sack. Connects with Johnson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. We're back and excited to start this second quarter. You excited? We're excited. Raiders in a nice spot here to put up some points. Working inside the red zone. Escapes out to the left. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. Offense up to the line fast. Jones has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 3rd and goal for Brissett. Rolling left, buying some time. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
What's good with everybody? What's good?
The 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. It's the Raiders in trouble on 4th and long. Now Brissett on 4th down. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. Here's Henry running left. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Handoff headed right to Henry. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Brought down on the play by T'Vondre Sweat. The Raiders go a nickel on this 3rd down. Trying down the middle with Henry. And he'll fight for what he can to the 15. Give him 3 on the play. It's going to be 5 to go on 4th down.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. A chance to get off the field goes by the wayside. The defensive penalty keeps him out there. They go play action on first. Headed out right. He's going to keep it this time. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 29. Caught, nice gain left side. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Come on.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Raiders get to it! And Vegas takes it back for a touchdown! The Raiders take the lead just before halftime. Now they'll try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. First and 10 now, with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. They'll come out throwing. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Brissett. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Brought in inside the 20. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. A hit.
He has the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. He's got to gain a 6 there. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. He gives to Henry on the inside handoff. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Going with King Henry here. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here we go.
This is Henry on 2nd. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Will Anderson Jr. in on the stop. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Turning to Henry on 3rd. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Working quickly here. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's going to be 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
From the red zone now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Still set up at the 9. It's 2nd and goal. And they send a man in motion.
Seven Pirates. Buffalo 18. Mustang 19.
They are throwing it again. Escapes the pocket. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Offense in the hurry up here. Henry. 3 yards on that carry. That leaves them facing 4th and goal.
This front, well, they've done a good job bending and not breaking. 1st down, didn't score. 2nd down, didn't score. And now 3rd and goal, can't find the end zone either.
Now they'll get some time. And he gets in, touchdown! The Buccaneers now within 1 score in the 4th. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Extra point attempt coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Pressure coming for Brissett. Gets this to Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They give to Jones, right side. And this run doesn't quite reach enemy territory, tackled at midfield. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Brissett. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Third down, here's Jones. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Staying on the ground with Jones. Oh, he trucked that defender. And he's able to get this down to the 13. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Has it in close. And in for the touchdown. Setting up to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders double their lead to 14. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. Another try following the sack. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he is to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Raiders get it back.
Game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Glad you could join us, football fans, as we get ready for kickoff. It's Kate, Scott, and Brock Hewitt up in the booth. And Brock, I want you to take us back down to the field. When you were a player, what are these moments like just before the game begins and you take the field for the first time?
Well, you wish you could hit fast forward. You wish you could just get to this, right? Because you are so ready to go. You've done all your work over the course of the week. And I think this is where it is a little different than maybe my era a couple decades ago. These guys visualize. These guys self-talk. There is so much mental work being done. They've already played this game in their mind in many ways, and they're just ready to go.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll give right side to Henry. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
1st down, and they go right back to him. By a man, and now he's in the clear. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
I don't know who I'm going to grab.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Another run for Henry. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Offense up to the line fast. They run it with King Henry. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They kick the running back in motion. Running for it. Here's Henry. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Going play action here. Brissett. His first throw is an interception. Picked off by the rookie out of Colorado. And the Buccaneers are going to take over after the interception. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They'll run here with Henry. And he's brought down for a loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Avoid some trouble there. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Yeah, that's what I call an absolute no-no. I mean, that just can't happen down here in the red zone. You've got to find a way to get rid of the football, because now you're not only outside the red zone and you put some points that you thought were a guarantee with either a touchdown or field goal, now a little bit in limbo.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. It's a design boot. Bails out of the pocket quick. Throwing on the run, deep down that left side. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 4th and goal.
I like that, Kate. That's going to keep a defense honest. That proves that they're not afraid to take a shot on any given snap. And with enough looks, one's going to hit.
Now the Buccaneers bringing out their field goal team. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. One of the league's elder statesmen knocks it through. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead they go with Jones. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Brought down by Julian Blackman. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll be right back with more Madden Ultimate Team after this. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Rams football. They have it 2nd and 4. From the 32. Reeled in by George Kittle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Cowboy 80. Go, Riggs, go.
1st and 10. Here's Jones. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Dragon 60.
On 1st down, it's Brissett. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Rams trailing in the early going. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Warriors 17. 19 tight. 19 tight. Let go.
From the pistol, Brissett.
His offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily...
Well, as soon as you see that pirate ship in the north end zone, you know exactly where we are. It's the home of the Buccaneers, Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay. Welcome in, everyone. Kate Scott, Brock Hewitt on the call for you for this one. And I'm sure a lot of people in attendance and watching from home, Brock, they've already got the winner made up in their mind. But I'll tell you one thing, we've got a sideline down there ready to dispel that eye test.
Well, all that talk before the game is just that. Talk. You can look at past performance. You can look at metrics. You can spin any numbers you want. But we're about ready to kick this thing off. And from there, it's anybody's game.
Fielded at the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Toward the sideline, and he locates Johnson. Well, they will certainly take that kind of passing from the rookie out of Miami as he gets them the first. Man in motion here. Brissett with it on first. He's on the move. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
2nd down. Here's Brissett again. Cut along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To the air yet again, Brissett. Has it left side, Brock, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. They're going to say he brought it in out of bounds, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That's simply a difficult tightrope walk to stay in bounds on a catch that far downfield. What an effort. Just too difficult a play to make.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Come on.
Now Brissett on 4th down. Connects with Johnson. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. And they make the tackle. I'm not sure that was an advisable gamble in this spot, Brock, as they turn it over on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Brought down on the play by T'Vondre Sweat. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Running once more with Henry. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Chased out to his right. They connect on the deep jump shot. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. Handoff headed right to Henry. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. Dumps it off to his running back. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Brought down on the effort by Quinyon Mitchell.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Here he goes on the bootleg. Buying some time right. Oh, he loses the football. And they pick it up. Time to push for that marker. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. The Buccaneers are on the move here. Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches.
Here we go, here we go.
He's within striking distance. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers get some late points and the lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock, and how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help to finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one, the last line of defense. And in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop. Because a broken tackle, it can mean a touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
We're about 20 miles from the Gulf of Mexico at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. as we bring you the NFL on EA Sports. And thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Buckle up, partner. I think this is going to be an aerial show. Both of these teams giving us the hint that the ball's going to be in the air a lot in this one.
Oh, no question. I think both teams were very clear in our weekly meetings that that was going to be the plan. And what we see right now in today's modern football, Mike, is the direct correlation between explosive plays, in this case, two teams that rely on those explosives coming in the passing game, and the direct ability to score points. At the end of the day, this is who can score the most points. And if you want to score points today, it's going to become by throwing the ball deep downfield as often as you can.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Now the first carry for King Henry. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
When we met with these coaches during the week, Mike, they told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. And we see it here. Nice first play pickup. Fresh set of downs.
Ready.
On 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a 1st down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They're going to go right back to Henry. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
Get it. 19-18. Unlock line. Unlock line.
They'll go again here with Henry. And he's taken down on what should be the final play. A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down.
Tag.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. That's taken in. It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on 4th down. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Got his man at the 6. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Derrick Henry, touchdown, Tampa Bay. The extra point is good. And the Bucs will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Brown now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
Here we go, here we go.
Brissett gonna open with a pass. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
The pressure gets
Dumbass
there,
nigga, you don't
and
think
down
you
he
QB
goes.
spot?
A sack.
Sorry ass.
So the
bitch.
Eagles lose their first time out here, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun is Brissett. Under pressure, now he's going to go down, back at the 8-yard line.
Really nice job here by the defense, taking advantage of this condensed field. Anytime you're down here in the red zone, the field is wider than it is deep. It's actually very challenging for an offense to stay in their normal rhythm, and coverage has been tight, pass rush is getting home, back-to-back sacks. Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line, you're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd. And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Derrick Henry inside the 20. And they are not going to catch up to him.
Yo. Oh my God. Up with ass. Fuck, I keep forgetting to put angry runs on this man. Keep doing it. That's fucked up. I keep forgetting to put angry runs on him, bro. I had it on him too and took it off. I need that angry runs on him. He gonna be breaking way more tackles. I'm not really losing this honorary lineman on GP because he get it for 0. At least I thought he got it for 0. So I guess I did lose it. Fuck it. We gotta go angry runs on Derek though, man. Make sure that be equipped. $288 is the lowest.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Here's the longtime Bronco, Jason Elam, to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Come on. Ready.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down and a yard. Again, it's Henry. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. Henry up the middle. And some room to run now. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
I ain't even have to do that.
52 yards.
I played him already.
And the Bucs march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Jason Elam on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Cunningham looking to throw. He's got his man. That's Ertz downfield. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Zach Ertz, 66 yards. And the Giants are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Extra point by Elam, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 102 yards rushing for him as he got the afternoon off to a great start. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. 7-7, our score after 1. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll try the right side with Henry. Down the sideline he goes. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers. All of them kind of moving as one, and look at the end result. Big plays.
Extra point by Elam, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. Breaks through the contact.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Elam on here for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Good, bro. I've been good. It's been a minute, so I probably don't, but
so they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
They'll roll him out right. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Now 2nd and 3. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Cunningham. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Julio Jones from 19 yards away. And the Giants are back within a score. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away.
What's good? What's good?
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
That boy Derrick Henry got 10 rushes for 190.
Running it
That
well
is
all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. But 207 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Henry is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Elam now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
He did that whole shit the last time I played him. Want to try to run the same plays as me. It's cool. I'm beating the shit out that boy.
Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
This is ridiculous, bro.
Good coverage there, forced the ball free.
It's ridiculous. It's okay, though.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham.
That
is incomplete.
Matter of fact, let me adjust my
remembers when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out.
It's the same shit.
They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Cunningham to throw. Rolling to his right. That is caught. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Now Cunningham. Caught by the tight end Ertz. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Cunningham. Here's a diving catch right side. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off.
That's how you made him.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter.
He
This
a
is the
goofy
NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3.
You thought it was
Alongside
that
Charles
easy,
Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, it resulted in
And he's going to be intercepted at the time.
Get the fuck off my game, boy. Hell, get the fuck off my game, boy. I'm gonna make him quit. I'm gonna make him quit. Get the fuck off my game. You trash. I don't even know how I lost the first game. He was trash,
even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, "Turn him loose, big man." And he'd be able to take a few extra chances.
Hey, look, Henry.
This type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Yeah, that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. But I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he gets it down to the 32.
Oh, he's trying to quit like that. Okay, he's trying to get himself kicked for a sense of grievance. Okay, cool. Do it again so you can get up out of here, bro.
Easy call.
Sorry ass shit.
And keep it moving.
I'd be mad too.
Running left is Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage.
I'd be mad too.
2nd and 10 coming up. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Henry running right. A solid stiff arm. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Yeah, he might have well.
And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word.
Yeah, he beat me, chat. I beat his ass by 21.
Finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop. Because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, cool.
That's a
I see
really
how we're
alert
going to do
defense
this. Okay,
there
cool.
because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Play no more. This is how you do it,
Back
man.
at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Corner route. Nah. Put his ass back in the. Shade him back inside. Hey, kid.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up 4th down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play.
Easy. Get off my game, bro. Yeah, bye-bye. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. You ain't know I get down. With that get down. That's how you do it, brother. That's how you do it right there, brother. That's how you know that first game was a fluke, bro. What the score was. That's who I want to play again. I want to play that Quintel nigga again.
The cannons of the pirate ship ready to fire in the north end zone. We can only be one place. Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, the home of the Buccaneers. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson up here in the booth. Greg, we've looked at this matchup, talked about the offenses, the defense. It feels like a tight one, and usually what does that mean? Special teams can be a big factor in who gets out of here with the W.
Each week when we come into these games, Mike, we probably do a disservice to just the importance of how much special teams plays a factor in deciding the outcome of these games. And you're exactly right. When teams find themselves very similar on offense, very similar on defense, all the metrics, all the stats, can you find an advantage, even the slightest one, in the kicking game, the return game, generate a turnover or a big kick return? Sometimes that little slight advantage is all you need to tip the scales in your favor.
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry.
I'm going to get his ass up out that cover 4, I promise you.
Here's second and 3 to go. Here's Henry. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for this with Henry. Henry rumbles to the first down and more. Oh, what a run.
But Henry is nasty.
The 30-yard line.
Golly.
That's the mindset I just love seeing from a running back, Mike. His eyes weren't just on that first down marker. They were on getting that first and some on top of it. That's pretty impressive.
That's powerful running. Lowers the shoulder and picks up 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he's going to pick up the first down. He'll get down to the 15-yard line. Now off the bootleg, he'll look, and the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first. Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5. In motion now, it's Collins. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. The Bucs have the field goal unit on the field. This is a 31-yard attempt.
Don't think you stop me.
He is 2
I promise
for 2.
You ain't do shit. I told y'all I was going to get him
good.
out that photo, but don't think you stop me, bro.
Will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive.
Now niggas want to try to be like that. It's crazy,
after a gain of a couple.
I got niggas. I'm real life influential, chat. I swear. I'm influential out this bitch. I got
Second
niggas wanna
down
be like
and
me.
8.
No fucking way.
Now the Bucks will take their
Come on,
first
bro.
time
Fix that poor ass Wi-Fi, bro. Don't have the game lagging over here. Like, come on, dog. Got that broke ass Wi-Fi and shit. Nigga, fix that shit. I'm real like influential though, chap.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8.
There's no way I got niggas wanting to be like me.
The motion man is Johnson.
Oh, this that little motion play right here.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett.
Yeah, you know it.
As he throws and it is
The little YouTube, yeah, motion, yeah, the little YouTube play.
The way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there
pretty much.
anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Niggas gotta stop, bro. Why they can't run their own shit though? Niggas gotta stop, bro.
Working out of the gun, here's Brissett.
That shit.
Can't beat a running
bro,
quarterback. Gain of 16
you running somebody else's
and a
offense.
1st down.
And then
There's no
you
doubt
glazing,
that you
bro.
appreciate the toughness
You
he shows
glazing,
here,
bro.
Mike. I mean, for a quarterback to put his head down and pick up some tough yards, his
nigga
teammates love
glazing,
it.
bro.
But I'll tell you, his coaches, they want to see him protect himself,
Yo.
understand when he had enough to pick up the 1st down, to get down and live to play another snap.
The tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. From the gun, it's a run, and it's Jones.
Oh, I missed the hit stick.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
He glazing, bro.
This is how you drop your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Trying to be like
He'll
me.
get about
Shit,
2.
that shit is-
Julian Blackley
he
comes up
he
from the
gotta-
safety
I gotta
spot
report him,
to
bro.
bring him down.
I have to, cause ain't no way, dog. Like I'm thinking I'm finna play a nigga who played like himself.
The
Nigga
tight
coming
end
here
Hawkinson
running.
starts the motion. Now it's Brissett.
What make it even
That's
worse
gonna
though?
be
He don't even
incomplete.
play like that on the
Coverage
regular
was
though.
good that time. The contact
That's what make it
jarring the
worse.
ball loose.
That's
and
the shit
forcing
that make
3rd
it
down.
worse. Like be you, bro. You ain't gotta steal a nigga shit, bro. I promise you.
Brissett gonna throw.
Thank you. That's what you
That'll
do.
be intercepted.
That's how you play right
It's
there.
the safety, Julian Blackley.
I could tell.
And the
Poor
Buccaneers
judgment,
are in great
bad
shape here
reads. That's
as
how
they
you
take
play
over
right
at
there.
their 46.
Play like you, bro. Stop trying to do what you
I think
see
you
other
chalk this
niggas
one
do,
up, Mike,
bro.
to just a rookie
That ain't
mistake.
good,
And
dog.
Anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're
Out
gonna
here
have to deal with
faking.
some
That's
of these
how you
ups
play.
and downs. Every once in a while,
That's how
they're
you
just
play.
not going to see the coverage. They're going
Yeah.
to get baited into
I'm gonna
making a
expose
bad
him,
throw.
chat. That's how he play
That's
right
kind
there.
of par for the course.
Be out
The
here
key
playing
is
like other
how
people,
fast
bro.
can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page,
God, I
move
could've
on,
yelled.
and not make the
Play
same
how,
mistake
play how you
again.
play, bro. Don't try to do what you
on
see
the
me do.
game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
I understand it, but like, come on, dog. And we breaking the first
On
tackle
the
out the gate.
handoff, it's Henry.
Out
And
the
he'll work
gate.
his way
I'ma
down
just let you know that.
inside the 40. Zadarius Smith, the linebacker, in on the stop.
Get off Henry, bro. All right, no, stay right there too. Stay right there. Stay right where you at.
He'll drop to throw. To the
I'm
left
gonna go right
side,
at you.
into the hands of
You want to
Collins.
be there so bad? I'm gonna go right at you
3rd down.
on the ball.
3
I'm
to
gonna go right at him.
They'll look to throw.
Let's do it.
That's caught.
Get off me.
Derrick Henry.
Get off me. Get
He's
off
going to
me.
have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of
It's too
9.
easy, Jack.
He's in a
too
really
easy.
nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable
Cover two,
operating
no
out of
issue.
the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Fires left sideline. That is complete. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Yo.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide
Oh my
receiver
God.
coming out of his break to deliver that
Come on,
ball
it's 6. You too
accurately
slow.
as it
Little boy.
A second,
Oh.
and he is in.
Oh my God.
Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Tampa. The extra point try forthcoming. The kick is good.
I bet you he won't turn that mic on.
Are out to a 10-0 lead.
And if he do, it's gonna be some shit like this. Gee, you lame, you ass, you trash.
Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away.
Cut that mic on. That's what I want to hear.
This returnable.
That's how I
from
know
the
it's
4.
real.
Now an
Put that
opening
mic on.
past
That's
the
how I know
30.
it's real, chat.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
That what his ass get for trying to play like other niggas
To
though.
work with,
That's his, I don't even feel bad for him. That's what he get. Cause you ain't playing like yourself. You trying to do what you see me do.
Reset.
Take off.
And he'll let it go.
Negative.
Deep to Johnson. And he'll be brought
Negative.
down on what will be the final play here.
I
in
told
this
y'all that's
first
how he
half.
play. Throw interceptions and shit. Probably throw about 4-5 of them bitches a game.
So we're at
Hell,
halftime
stop
here
trying to
in
do what you
Tampa,
see other
and
niggas
the
do. You gonna learn
Buccaneers
though. I promise
are in
you.
the lead.
I'm gonna be the nigga to
As
teach you.
we
That's why I
toss
told
it
you.
an
Don't
hour
think
or
you
so
stop me,
east
bro.
to
You ain't stop
Orlando, and
shit.
Jonathan Coachman standing by for the
I just wanted to see if that's how he was gonna play. If
Halftime
he was
report.
gonna be a
All
bitch
yours,
and do
Coach.
exactly what I do. And that's how he played.
This one taken
play like
at
a
the
hoe.
7.
Monkey see, monkey do.
And he's
He
brought
one of them
down
type of
right
niggas.
at
Monkey
the
see, monkey do.
35-yard line.
Yeah, play like you.
On 1st and 10, here's Brissett.
Yeah, we ain't worrying about you running, dummy. We ain't worrying about, cause that's all I'm telling you. That's what he wanna do. I'm pretty sure every nigga he done played feel the same way. He keep doing that weird ass shit
It'll
too.
bring up 2nd down.
Keep doing it.
Down the field.
You don't see that.
He's
Lay your
got
ass down. Matter of
Washington.
fact, I gave him too much
And
time.
he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. On the give, it's Jones.
Dumbass nigga, I gave him too much time back there. I'ma just blitz the shit out you. Fuck it.
Looking for a
Fuck it. We could do that too.
Found nothing.
We could do that too, chat.
Behind the line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. The motion man.
He go to motion play. He ain't got no other plays, chat.
Here is Brissett.
He ain't got no other plays, chat. That's all he wanna. That's all he wanna do. Run YouTuber shit. It ain't even yours.
Gain, but still short of a first down. This throw left side.
It ain't even
Taken
his.
by Johnson.
You wanna run
He is
other niggas
knocked
shit?
down.
Oh,
Wow,
oh,
they
we
stopped
pausing
him in
this.
his track.
We pausing this. You ain't finna get me kicked. Go ahead and get up out of here. You gonna have that poor ass internet. Go ahead. Go ahead on. Get up out of here, Jack. That poor ass Wi-Fi. And he's still doing it.
He does have enough to pick up the first down.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
This bitch ass nigga. I knew he was gonna try to do that. You lame, bro. You so lame for that. He's so lame for that, Jack.